Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Bears going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Houston Texans. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go! Brian 38! Brian 38!
Now it's Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go! Ohio!
Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Come on, let's go.
And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 41-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
Everyone's got four down. Here we go.
Here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They go play action here on first down. Caught left side Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Well, the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 38.
To throw is Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Come on, let's go.
Here's Watson. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll go with Foreman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Come on, let's go. 38.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. C.J. Fedorowicz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's the punter, Shum, to send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go right back to Howard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here we go.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Let's go.
Now Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watson now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Here we go. 1-9-1.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catchers, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Set to go now as the punter, Jake Shum, will do the honors. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Again, it's Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now Trubisky to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's got some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Watson off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver, and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Murray for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the punter, Shum, to send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
All right, here we go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Set. Green, 39.
Now Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now it's Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Trubisky. Lee's got it over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On third down, this is Howard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So 4th down, John Fox will turn it over to his field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Aguayo's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 59 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Set. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Single. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He hits White, complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Duncan. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Watson hands this to Foreman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Here's Watson now on second down. He can't get him down. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and goal. Here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and 12. Trubisky will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Tyler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go!
On first down, it's Watson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Play clock winding down.
Here we go!
From the red zone now, Watson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to throw, Watson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go! What? I got 87.
Now it's Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Patrick Murray now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Murray's kick is up and good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second down following the run.
Let's go. Green 39.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing here, Trubisky. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Trubisky on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go now. Green 19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Let's go. Green 38.
Kaepernick now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Green 38. Green 38.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he is knocked down from the side. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Let's go. What? 4 down.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And not great starting field position here for the offense. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go. What? 90. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
They run again with Foreman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Bowls him over. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting.